Well, the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 is definitely a contender for the most exciting debut here at this year's Detroit Auto Show. It's featuring the 5.2-liter V8, but with a massive supercharger on top. We're looking up to 750 horsepower, at least 700 horsepower, they're saying, pending final certification, but 700 pound-feet of torque. That routes through a new 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, so only paddle shifters available in this Mustang. That is a first, and goes through a carbon fiber drive shaft to the rear wheels. Just phenomenal downforce track pack on this car here. It gives you carbon fiber, massive rear wing, and carbon fiber wheels to save weight on the unsprung mass there. Aggressive front splitter, side skirts. It just adds up to a package. It gives you more downforce than they say even their Ford GT supercar produces. So very impressive numbers there. Massive Brembo front brakes, 16.5-inch rotors with 6 piston calipers up front, 4 piston calipers in the rear. Exhaust system ends in 5-inch chrome tips, quad tips at the rear. A very aggressive look. We're sure it's going to sound phenomenal, ripping up any track this summer when it goes on sale. We don't have pricing yet, but you can expect this to head into the $75,000 or more bracket. The GT350 is going to remain for track focus, naturally aspirated. That's that high RPM, flat plane crank V8. This GT500 doesn't need to rev that high with the supercharger on it, so they've switched back to a more conventional crank. It's going to change the characteristic of the engine there, but really more power than any Mustang before it. So we're excited to see this one start laying down some track numbers and some acceleration times. Front end, massive air cooling needed for that engine, so they've opened it up pretty aggressively, and 50% more airflow now into the engine bay than the previous Shelby Mustangs. So phenomenal package. We're excited. We're glad Ford is continuing to develop this so that it's a great time for a consumer to be in the pony car market. Great options from Camaro to Hellcats to now this GT500 returning with more power than a Mustang has ever offered before. So great stuff here at the Detroit Auto Show.